Hello guys, this is Julius here and welcome to Tech Edition once again. If you are a new graphic designer, these are my 4 tips for you that will help you succeed in your graphic design journey. Okay, the first one is that as a new graphic designer, it's good to volunteer to design for people. That will help you to get visibility and also to get a lot of work history that you can show to your clients whenever they ask for works. Especially when you get people celebrating their birthdays, it's good to design for them. Their programs, it's good to always volunteer to design. Join teams, join groups. When I was joining groups, helping friends, classmates to design their birthday flyers. And with that, they're able to recommend me for other clients that needed my service. The second one is that avoid perfectionism. Okay, don't spend a lot of hours trying to perfect the work before sending to your client. I remember when I started graphic designing, I can spend over 3 hours on just one flyer. Why? Because I was trying to get everything perfect. And after doing that, my client will also add his corrections on top. And with that, I spent over 4 hours on just one project. Okay, so what I realized is that it's ideal that after doing a good, excellent work, just send it to your client and let him or her review the work, and that will be the final task for you to do. Okay, now I can design a flyer less than an hour and I'm done. Yes, last week I got a work that came in the morning and I've designed some pull-up banners. Okay, I also to do 5 of them within 4 hours. Okay, and that helped. Okay, so I didn't spend my time trying to make everything perfect. Okay, so that's the second one. The third one is taking a security deposit before starting any work. So when you start charging as a graphic designer, what you have to do is that before you start a work that your clients are giving to you, it's good that you take at least 50% of the amount that you are charging for the work. I've gotten a lot of experiences where clients will promise to pay you after the work and do the work and you don't hear from them again. What I've learned, okay, from other fellow graphic designers that were in the state before I came, okay, is that it's good to take 50% of the amount so that in case the client doesn't come back, you are safe. Okay, I remember when I started first, I used to put a big watermark or make the work black and white. Okay, just to make the client not able to use it. But now you have AIs that can remove watermark from designs, and you have new AIs that can color design. So just take the 50% deposit first before you start the work, and that will save you your time and resources. The third tip is how to handle clients that ask for multiple designs. In fact, when I started getting that feedback from clients, I got to a point where I was so furious because I'll spend hours doing a flyer, then they kind of tell me to actually do multiple designs for you to choose from, just because you don't know how to decide immediately with just one flyer. Okay, but this is a tip that I'll share with you. To get different designs, you can just change the color theme. Okay, so if you use a blue and a yellow color theme, you can just change it to something, let's say green, yellow, okay, or anything that resonates with a similar color theme that you're using. Okay, and that'll help you to save more time and to deal with these clients. Okay, the last but not the least tip is employing AI. Okay, now that AI is doing a lot of designs, however, as a graphic designer, you should not fight AI, but rather leverage on it. Okay, so this is how I use AI with my work. For instance, if I need an image to do a design for a client, and using someone's image, let's say a person, okay, an actual person for design, you might have a problem with copyright. Okay, so what I do is that I can just use AI to generate the image. Okay, you can even try out image FX. That's one of the best areas that you can use to generate an image, just by giving it the script. Okay, you can also try out Riff AI. Okay, so that one I use it mainly when I'm trying to do mockups. Okay, so one best way to make your work presentable to your clients is by using mockups. Mockups is basically using an actual object, okay, as a picture, and you put your design on it. Okay, so for instance, let's say if I'm designing a book cover for a client, what I'll do is that I'll go online, let's say Flickr, and I'll go and download a book placed on a table. And after designing my cover, I'll just open the mockup in Photoshop and I'll just put the design on it so that the clients can have an idea about how the work will look when it is printed. Yes, like I've seen for us a billboard, there's a program going on. You can just design the poster for the program and just put on a billboard standing right outside somewhere. Okay, and that helps. But now for the AI aspect, instead of trying to download about 50 megabytes of mockups and using for your design in Photoshop, what you can do is that you can just give the design to AI, like Reef AI, and ask it to put that on a billboard for you, or let's say in a room for you. And that makes it much simpler. That's why I tried recently. A client asked me to do about 5 pull-up banners. Okay, so after doing that, I wanted my client to know how they will look like when it is printed up as a pull-up banner. Okay, so I gave a picture of 3 pull-up banners and plus the designs to Reef AI, and I asked it to place the flyers on the pull-up banners, and I did that simply. Okay, rather than going back to Photoshop to do all the designs. Okay, and that actually helps me. Yes, so these are my 4 tips for you. Try them and let me know how it helps in the comment section below. Okay, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video. I forgot one thing. Okay, recently I got a new Bluetooth headset which I'm now using. It's very clear and I'm sure you can hear me very well. Initially I used to use my small microphone, or sometimes I use my Samsung S21 mic. Okay, but now that I've gotten this new device, it helps me to actually get clearer sound. Yes, and you can compare that from seeing my other videos. Okay, for this new headset, I've done a review on it in my previous video, so just go through my channel and watch that video, and also have the link to how to get it from Jumia over there, so you can purchase one from there. Please don't forget to subscribe and share this video. Till I see you again, stay blessed.